Hello, how are you? I'm钟逸. Nice to meet you. Did you know that Construct3 has a free web-based gaming platform? There are lots of free mini-games to play. Most importantly, these games are developed by C2 or C3. Today's topic is introducing this platform. What are the interesting games according to my observation? The name of this platform is Construct Arcade. You could search on Google with these keywords, Construct3 Arcade. By the way, it is maintained by Sierra. You can play Construct web-based game there. On this platform, you can find many quite creative and fun mini-games. The most important thing is that all these games are developed by C2 or C3. You can see what games others have written, or you can find some interesting ideas with this platform. There are almost 9,000 mini-games when I made this video. Okay, so let's start with my top 10 games on this page, which are interesting to me. I chose them with the most played on this platform. I have made 4 simple categories, including first is exciting and fun, the second is brain testing, the third is good idea, the fourth is gradual representation. Okay, let's start with my top 10 favorite minigames. First, the exciting and fun game is Tangoros. It probably is my most liked game in this arcade. It's similar to Battle City. It can be played with 2 players. The style of this game is classic, artwork well designed. It's almost done. 150 levels in this game. Some effects are stunning. Music is also very inspiring. The animation is very interesting. It is supposed to play on single screen. If this kind of game is played in my student time, I will play a lot. I recommend this game very much. When you see such a highly complete game and putting on a free game platform, you have to say the development team is very kindly. If you want to refer to a well-designed minigame, or maybe you just want to have a little free fun, Tangoros is the #1 game I recommend. The second game is Battle Wizard Attack. This is an ARPG game. You will play as a wizard by firing magic attack, destroying skeletons in the village. In this game, you will gain experience values. This allows you to upgrade your character. You will get a new magic skill, increase the efficiency of killing enemies. The style of graphics just like it was made with RPG Maker. The God View top-down plain ARPG game. If you ask me, what the best thing in this game? I would say you can play it for a long time. You can expect level up, and then get the next new skill. But the drawback is the frequency of leveling up is too slow. It took me a long time to get level 3. After gaining a new skill, I stopped playing. I feel very boring to constant fighting. In my opinion, not many players can stand long hours of practice. If the efficiency of upgrading can be increased, that will make this game much more interesting. If you like ARPG games and you don't care about constant fighting with monsters, why don't you try this game? The third, Tag. It's all about chasing and running. It supports 4 local players. Each game stage will have a person as ghost. The ghost can run faster. When he encounters another player, the player will be tagged and become the next ghost. This game has a simple concept and a vivid graphic. In my opinion, it may be too simple in the game scene. The development team could design more game scenes, especially the environment design. For example, the dynamic square that can block players, the spring that can push away players, a powerful fan against players' movement, or a mechanism that can be repeated but has a CD limit. All of this should enhance the fun of the game. I usually call this kind of game is party game. Very suitable to play in the computer classroom during my junior high school time. There were 4 classmates playing game together, but in front of a small keyboard. Although it was crowded, but it's fun. Personally, recommend this game, simple and happy. The second is brain testing. First, Combiner. The first game of this kind that I played in my life is the Sukoban. Kind of game always take me a lot of time to play. They don't usually have grudge graphics, but they always have a simple core concept. In the Combiner, the best concept is the player is the colorful beast. Then you can pass through the door of a specific color. And a more advanced design concept is 2 colors can combine into another color. Red plus blue equals purple. Red plus green equals yellow. Yellow plus red equals orange. This way can create more fun. I'm interested in this type of game, but I'm always afraid to play it because often after I solving a level, and then I will want to solve one more level. The next 1 or 2 hours will be spent. For this kind of game, it is small but beautiful. If I have to suggest something, I would say that it could be enhanced with more user experience. Overall, this game is quite recommended for me on this platform. By the way, another minigame like this, Jimmy Piper. I also recommend you to check it out. That's a game of plumbing linking, but without the time pressure. A little bit less fun. Still, it's a good game to train your brain. I recommend it to you as well. The second is less known game. This game is too famous on this platform, so I have to mention it. It's the most played game on this platform. You can think of it as an escape room game. So many people have played this game. I think that I should finish it first and then recommendation. But I didn't do it. I don't interest in this kind of game. But I'm sure that some players will like the escape room game. Although I don't like it, doesn't mean others don't like it. It's the most popular game on this platform, so I recommend you to play it. By the way, I know that this kind of game is not too easy to make because it's not like other minigames. They only have 1 or 2 core physics rules, and then you are done. In this game, developer must design different physical principles in different scenarios. As you can guess, it probably took a lot of time to make this kind of game.
Get out of here.
If you finish this game, could you leave me a message? Tip me on how to cheat. Let me pass quickly. What will be displayed when I finish this game?
They can kill me, you know.
The third type is good idea. The first game is Tank 2. It also supports 4 players to play, just like the party game. It doesn't have beautiful artwork. It's all about the competition between friends. Bullets can bounce. After several rounds get in front of the opponent, you will get the final victory if defeating all your enemies. The whole concept of this game is very simple but exciting and fun. The design is not too complicated. Overall, it's a small but beautiful game. But there still are something. I feel a little bit uncomfortable. First, the way that tank is moving. Your left and right button can only adjust the angle it faces, but up and down button can only go forward or backward direction. If you want to move to the button left, you have to press the left button first. Adjust the tank's facing angle to the button left, then pressing the up button, which is the forward button, and you can finally move to the button left. If that in my design, I would prefer to press the left and down button directly, and you can go straight button left. Another one is that the space to move is too narrow. Bullets will rebound and the tank will be injured by them. The player can change the firing weapon by collecting items. That's a good idea, but when the path is too narrow, the most common case is the player has been taken by himself. Another situation is that you can get final victory without any action because other players will be killed by themselves. If these 2 points above are changed, it will be more reasonable. The second game is Mr. Maker Level Edit. It's very creative. The concept of this game is same as Super Mario Maker. You can design your own level. You can also play the level designed by others. The way the game is played is very similar to Mario. It's a 2D scrolling game. The graphics, sounds, reactions, and the completion levels of this game are done very well. This made me much more enjoy the concept of building my own levels. For me, I love creation type games, so I recommend you to play this game. The third game is Dreams and Reality. What are style of this game? Maybe it should be the watercolor style. It's actually a 2D scrolling game. The type of game is very common on this platform, but one of its features is that generating your own clouds. Then you can jump above this cloud, then get higher location. This concept is very creative. There are another similar games on this platform. For example, Think. It's a Game Boy style 2D scrolling game. The game time can be paused, jumping on a bullet, and shooting by yourself. Take another example is Draw the Hill. Player can draw runway, a parkour-like game. All of this game allow the player to dynamically generate it and help themselves to do something. It's more imaginative and freedom-mind game. I also recommend it to you. Okay, the last one, the fourth one, gorgeous representation. The first one is Biogun. This is an Vivo-Vios animation game. Gorgeous graphics and powerful user feedback. Explore your mind. The other one is Asteroid X. You can control a small plane in this game. The whole picture is very colorful, also very recommended for you who like video simulation. Well, I share 10-minute games about which was playing on Construct Arcade. Whatever you are looking for, inspiration in game design, or simply just want to play a free game without IAP, I recommend you to play this game I mentioned above. The URL of these games will be placed in the description box. It can help you quickly access. If you like this video, please pressing like, share, and subscribe button. In the end, a quickly advertising. Our artist Chip has published 2 nice stickers to sell. If you like them or are interested in, you can check them in Nice Sticker Store with the QR code on the right side. Okay, that's all. I'm钟逸. Thanks for your watching. Look forward to see you next time. Bye bye.